Welcome back, I'm Rob Lang and this is my game Clomper. You live inside a mechanical ladybird called a Clomper, which you can control by laying pipes to power machines with steam. The outside world is a hellscape that you explore from inside the Clomper, picking up resources and completing quests. If that sounds like fun, like and subscribe for more. I left you last in the dark midst of lag testing and bug squishing, the most important of which was pipe creation. You remember that if the server is in control of pipe spawning, then even a little lag causes a gap between a player clicking the mouse and the client showing the pipe. Player actions on the client should feel snappy. I discovered that the best solution was to keep the pipe as a temporary transparent one until the server confirms its location. The player can keep putting down new pipes when there is a huge lag, but they won't expect steam to flow down them until they go opaque. With that complete, I ran a full regression test with a latency of 300 milliseconds, and everything worked. I spotted some places for improvement, but I had to draw the line. I'll save them for later. It was good enough for a playtest. And that was it. I was done. On and off over 188 days, Mirror was gone, and Netcode for game objects is working. It felt somewhat anticlimactic, but then only because I was expecting to finish. This is the second time I've rewritten the netcode. The challenge is yet to come. I celebrated on the new Discord. Join us! Link below. And set my sights on the next goal, another playtest with friends. But there was a problem. I needed menus. I wouldn't normally bother with a menu system just to test the netcode, but unlike Mirror, Netcode for game objects doesn't come with a debug window where you can put an IP in. You need to make your own UI. What's the smallest amount of menu needed to get to the next playtest? Well, I think it's a start menu for hosting or joining, loading, connecting to the host screen, and an escape menu to get back to the main menu. Menus are the first time I've put a large amounts of text in, so I need localization too. Before I began slamming in menus, I researched games like Clomper. What do their menus look like? What works? What doesn't? The Game UI database is invaluable for this, link in the description. Although I would be putting in placeholder screens to start with, I wanted to make sure the structure was right. Here's the placeholder start screen. You can host, join and quit. I've added some lag in here so you can see the connection timer working. Now you're a wily viewer. You've definitely spotted that there are lots of missing options, like settings or loading a save. While you're right, for a netcode playtest, this is all I need. Most of my time has been spent dealing with what to do when the connection goes down, either when trying to join a host or during a game. I've not implemented anything fancy, such as reconnecting if a connection is temporarily lost, but I expect to do that later. For the menus, I'm using the new Unity UI Toolkit. It feels like building for the web, including awful Naughty's jQuery loose coupling nonsense, so thanks for that. I know that it will get complex later, so being able to edit styles using techniques I'm very familiar with is helpful for my productivity. Did you know that Unity can load more than one scene at a time? Well, I do now. I start with a bootstrapper scene that loads things into Don't Destroy on Load, and then loads in the menu. I will eventually split out this huge scene I've cleverly called Main into separate scenes, but it works for now. When your project grows, I recommend using Unity scenes and additive load. But beware, Netcode for game objects has its own scene manager that you should use. Localization is next. There's not been a lot of text or language specific assets until the menu, but now is the time. Unity has a package for it, that I hope will save a lot of time. Please do like and subscribe, then join us in the Discord. It won't hurt, I promise. I hope 2023 is kind to you, wherever you are. Until next time, bye bye. As requested, the Unity privacy policy for developers. Sit back and relax. Privacy Policy Overview. Unity Technologies and its subsidiaries and affiliates, collectively Unity, offer a variety of products, services and websites for developers that will be referred to in this policy as the service or services. The services include those provided to developers under the Unity Gaming Terms of Service and Create Terms of Service. The policy refers to Unity as we, or us, and to developers as you. When we say device, we mean any device, including desktop, laptop, PC or Mac computers, smartphones, tablets, or any other device that is used to access or interact with the service. When we say developer, we mean a third party that develops and or distributes a game or other app made with and or using Unity services. For clarity, developer is inclusive of users of our art tools. When we say user, we mean a developer, people browsing our websites, a customer or a prospective customer. When we say personal information, we mean information that identifies you as an individual or relates to an identifiable individual. Personal information does not include aggregated, de-identified and or anonymized information, i.e. when the information has been transformed so it no longer relates back to a person's identity. I can't keep that up. I can't do that anymore. It's just too weird. Happy New Year. It's the end.